What is happening, Premier Planet? It's Justin Barlow, and I'm coming at you with the results from not just one, but two back-to-back studio tapings from this past Friday and Saturday in the Premier Studio in Woodstock, Illinois. We kicked it off Friday night, a very special Friday taping, 8 p.m. We started off the evening with a debut. It was Eddie, the Bruiser Cruz, looking very sharp against the wily Connor Core, but Connor, for all his talk about sportsmanship, wasn't afraid to grab a handful of Eddie's tights to steal a victory. And after that, we saw 0-2 defeat DeMarcio because as the referee's back was turned, he and 0-1, who was at ringside, switched, and they were able to steal victory over DeMarcio. 0-1 then was in competition against Not Bad Chad, but as Connor Core ran into the ring and knocked out the referee, a disqualification was called. Not Bad Chad, your winner in that, but that left some unfinished business between these four guys, and later on in the evening, DeMarcio and Not Bad Chad would face 0-1 and 0-2 in a tag team match and come out victorious. And then we had a 30-minute Iron Man match. This match, a special challenge laid out by the former 5-time PPW World Champion Matt Vine to a Premier Academy standout that he's had his eye on, Tim Castle. 30 minutes on the clock. The man with the most falls at the end of 30 minutes would be the winner. The score was all tied up as we went into the final minute at 4 falls apiece, and at almost literally the last second, Matt Vine is able to roll Tim Castle up for the 5th and deciding fall. Matt Vine, your winner in that Iron Man, and that took us into Saturday night, where we crowned a new Armageddon Champion, where we brought back our signature match, the Armageddon Gauntlet. It's been dormant for quite some time. We brought it back, and now we have a new champion in Premier Pro Wrestling. But before we got to that, we saw Anakin defeat DeMarcio in a very I can't even describe it. It was fast-paced. These two guys are like bullets in that ring. It was hard to keep track of them. But Anakin able to defeat DeMarcio with a splash, not off the top turnbuckle, but with tremendous balance off the top rope, springing off, splashing DeMarcio for the win. After that, it was the Battle Royal that would determine the order of entry into the Armageddon Gauntlet. The longer someone could stay in the Battle Royal, the better his chances would be in the Armageddon Gauntlet, because the later his entry would be. And at the end, it was Mr. Electricity Chase Gosling surviving all comers to get the coveted last entry in the Armageddon Gauntlet. After that, we saw Chase in one-on-one action, a pre-scheduled match against Jose Acosta, one half of the PPW World Tag Team Champions. His partner and co-champion, of course, Anakin. They are the reigning Tag Team Champions in Premier Pro Wrestling. Jose able to deliver a crucifix on Chase to get the 1, 2, 3. Chase's momentum temporarily stalled going into the Armageddon Gauntlet, while Jose's picked up just a little bit, and then it was time, folks, for the main event, the Armageddon Gauntlet itself. In the first round, due to their order of elimination in the Battle Royal, we saw Tim Castle take on PPW World Champion Inestra. Now, Inestra was able to defeat Tim Castle and 0-1, who replaced him, but after that, Not Bad Chad comes into the match, and in what some people are saying was an upset, Not Bad Chad eliminates the PPW World Heavyweight Champion Inestra, but then Chad is eliminated by Connor Core by way of countout. Connor, though, talk about the short stick here. Connor then draws Matt Vine into the match. Matt Vine kind of almost treating Connor like a warm-up opponent on his way to what he thought was going to be his inaugural reign as Armageddon Champion. Matt Vine running through Connor Core. He then ran through Poncho, ran through DeMarcio, but then Matt Vine was stopped in his tracks by his unlikely tag team partner, #1 contender for the PPW World Tag Team Championships with Matt Vine, the American Ninja Warrior, Sensei. Sem eliminates his partner, Matt Vine, and then goes through 0-2, but then Sem is eliminated by his old rival, El Guerrero Jose Acosta, but then Jose draws Anakin into the match. Two tag team partners who know each other very well. Again, these are the reigning tag team champions in Premier Pro Wrestling, but both men spilling outside of the ring and not being allowed to get back in because they're their adversaries and their rivals, they fell out of the ring in the absolute wrong possible spots, getting a beatdown, both of these guys, and both were counted out, and that took us to the final round and the final two participants. It was Mr. Electricity Chase Gosling. Lucky lasties for him after winning the Battle Royal, but he had to face 350 pounds of death proof Jay Harris. Jay looking very strong against Chase, but in the end, it was Chase Gosling who got the win. Sneaky tactics, albeit, but nevertheless, Chase Gosling picks up a win against the big Jay Harris to become the new and first ever Premier Pro Wrestling Armageddon Champion. But Chase has the title, now he has to defend it, which means he's going to have to participate and defend that title in future Armageddon Gauntlets, and make sure you stay tuned to our social media for all of the details on when those are upcoming, because we're going to see more and more Armageddon Gauntlets now that we have an official Armageddon Champion. And folks, that's going to take us into this Saturday night, PPW 290, where we're going to kick off the road to PPW number 300. And coming up this Saturday night, we are going to see a tournament, one-on-one matches, where the last two men standing at the end of the tournament are going to earn their way into a triple threat match against Sensei, and we will have a triple threat match the following week where Sem will have to defend his Challenge Pro Championship against whoever these last two participants in this tournament are. And we also have coming up this Saturday night the Tag Team Championships. Anakin and Jose Acosta will defend against the unlikely duo of Sensei and Matt Vine, who, if you remember, were teamed up after being the last two men standing in a single elimination tag team tournament that took place just a number of weeks ago. So a lot of exciting action coming your way, not just this Saturday, but as we go on this road towards PPW's milestone 300th studio taping. And as always, Premier Planet, if you can't get enough Premier Pro Wrestling here in the Premier Studio, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, hit us up on Insta, subscribe to us on YouTube, make sure you get onto PremierProWrestling.com, click the on-demand link, and you can start a 2-week free trial of PPW On Demand. And for exclusive content you can't find anywhere else online, join us at patreon.com/PremierProWrestling. I'm Justin Barlow, and we'll see you folks out here this Saturday night as we kick off the road to PPW 300.